First tonight, the search continues tonight for the man wanted in a series of attacks on women in Northwest Austin.
Most of these crimes occurred along the Highway 183 corridor, and as KXAN's Chris Sadeghi shows us, a local criminologist says that is no coincidence.
Do any of these women think they've seen him around, even though they don't know a name?
There's not always DNA or fingerprints. Crime analysts like Marcus Felson have to look deeper.
Where we look at where people commit their crimes, when and how.
We brought the Texas State professor the list and locations of 8 recent sex assault cases in Austin police think may be connected.
We're all very close to the highway. Look at that.
An observation that can help zero in on a suspect.
That's called geographic profiling.
We plotted out the location of the sexual assault reports. Early on, there were a lot north on 183, but then they also moved down south past I-35. Felson tells us the location, the routine, and the timing of crimes can tell you a lot about a suspect.
It's very easy for someone to get on the freeway, find an apartment building, and get back on.
Just as we feel comfortable in places we know, our home, our neighborhood streets, our routine routes we take. Criminals, too, operate within their comfort zone, according to Felson.
So they go for crime targets in their awareness space. That's what they do.
The opportunity to attack happens when a criminal's routine overlaps with a victim's routine. 2 victims in Austin have been pushing baby strollers when attacked.
He's already given a calling card.
A card that could also be a clue. Chris Sadeghi, KXAN News.
And Felson says it is likely the attacker lives somewhere in the middle of the 183 corridor where the attacks have been happening. Austin police are in the process of developing a sketch, but say they still need to interview more victims. It's important for everyone to know there is a new way to get help if they become a victim of sexual assault. Last June, Safe Place opened a new 24/7 facility that provides forensic exams. Advocates want to create a supportive environment for survivors that cuts down on the waiting times at emergency rooms. Today, a spokesperson told us the center has already collected more than 400 sexual assault exam kits from more than 500 patients. 96% of those have not had any wait, but demand is already 30% higher than expected.
Once those kits are completed, a forensic expert must process the exam, but there has been a backlog in Austin for several years. Tomorrow, City Council expected to vote on a $1.2 million contract to hire an outside lab to process 2,000 rape kits. They will pull the DNA from each exam and enter the profiles into the FBI's database to help solve more crimes. Funding will be provided by a grant from the New York District Attorney's Office.